Happy Thanksgiving once again, everyone. South Carolina and Texas. Harmon deep in the clock with an interception. And a skip all the way opposites. Texas hits a three with Jordan Lee.
And right there, you talk about an X factor. Calm, cool, collected. A point guard in which has the ball in her hands a lot. Only had one turnover yesterday.
Kyla Oldacre in the post for Texas. Lee pulls up on the move. So steady, Jordan Lee.
And Jordan Lee doing a great job of taking advantage of misses.
Look how hard Lee had to work to get it. Latson giving her fits and still finds the hoop. Lee from the middle of the floor this time. Turns the corner on Latson. The subtle screen there from Kyla Oldacre.
And your teammates for you not to pick up a third. She hasn't come out yet.
Six of the 7 Longhorns have scored already in this first half, with Lee setting the pace for Texas. Lee against Tessa Johnson. Off balance, no problem. Jordan Lee. Lee crossing over on Johnson. Comes to that jump stop and takes a trip to the line.
And she was drafted out to the LA Sparks, to the posts. And so I, sometimes text her after games like, that move looked familiar.
It's only her second made field goal. Lee claims the defensive board. It's like she missed some early shots and stopped looking for her offense.
Yeah, sometimes when you're not used to being that go-to scorer, you're used to kind of setting the table.
Here's Lee at the wing. Tessa Johnson defending. Jordan Lee to the free throw line.
And Lee, they're running their offense through Lee. She has 15 points.
And South Carolina has attempted tonight.
An engine, she's got a motor, she's got extra effort. Those are all things that Texas has benefited from.
Lee hits, and Rory Harmon sets a record. For Rory Harmon, her 9th assist of the night makes history. It's our Geico moment of the game.
And Rory Harmon finding Lee. Again, 9 assists, had 5 early ones.
Texas wins the Players Era.
And Rory healthy the entirety of last season. Nice mid-range stroke. A drive along the baseline, blows by 2 defenders.
3, 4, 5 sometimes possibly.
Well, mid-range stroke last year.
Ron Simon is somebody that's played at the D1 level for a while, has some experience.
Buried in a depth chart in the post last year. Texas.
For both of these teams, there's a lot of good things to go back and look at, as we say, on tape.
The Spaniard Artero comes on. They love her high basketball IQ and being a vocal leader on the floor. Cunningham with the rebound will keep it alive.
To the hoop and then scoops a pass out to Booker. Out front to Lee. Pull-up jumper in the paint. Rattles home for Jordan.
Preston was penetrating to the bucket, Craig.
1:11 to go in the quarter. And a ball knocked loose by Preston. Picked up by Lee. Jumper good for Jordan. Taya Sidbury and Brea Cunningham. Inbounded for Texas Southern. There's the quick hands and a steal from Preston. Bree on the drive. In the corner, Jordan Lee will loop around traffic. In the paint, spins, turns, shoots, and scores.
Just a great one-on-one finish by Jordan Lee.
But they've had multiple NCAA tournament appearances as Jordan Lee operates the dribble. And nice little run up there in the lane for Lee to score. Lee trying to drive in off the glass and score.
Yeah, just a straight line dive.
2 rebounds, 2 assists. Inbounds pass goes to Lee. Jumper open, and she knocks it down from the left wing.
It's like that one game. Indeed, this is fun. Lee for 3. Oh, what an outstanding.
He has coached some pretty good ones over the years.
Oh, he's had some great ones, certainly has. No doubt about it at Mississippi State. He's assistant on the national.
Yeah. Lee outrunning ahead. Little mid-range from Jordan Lee.
Texas had her stopped, and she just found a crease in the Texas D.
Final shot of half number 1. It's good. Jordan Lee.
4 steals in that game.
KMU 3 and 2 to start the year. Lee, step inside.
There you go.
That's how that works. Lee in for a closer inspection.
Then if they win that one, they've got to play the winner of South Carolina Duke.
Booker finds Lee.
Into the paint because Texas isn't going to all the way double with her that far from the basket.
Jordan Lee from the mid-range. Stumbles. UCLA still has it. Deacon's pass intercepted. Jordan Lee with track speed. Harmon out to Lee. Knockdown. Harmon over on the skip. Lee got it. Hawkes there to pester it. Lee up top. Lee connects.
Lee crosses over on Kelly and fires. Yes.
Under the bucket.
Jordan Lee.
Texas would win it all. An undefeated season with Jody Conrad, Clarissa Davis, Kimmy Etheridge, of course, as well, who held the assist record at Texas for 40 years until Rory Harmon broke the record.
Vic Schaefer doesn't like giving up layups, I can tell you that. They've had back-to-back. Booker. And now Lee gets the count. Booker weaving, pulling. Lee's got it. The same rim protection, but they have really good paint protection. Lee spins, hangs, and hits. Effectively in the ACC and the SEC so far this season. As Jordan, we were the aggressors in the first quarter, and then we backed off. Terrific read. Kelly and Harmon, good stuff. Lee pulls up. Long rebound comes right back out to her. She'll try again and hanging it. Largest lead, under 5 to go in the third, and the interception for Lee. Bodies up. And then we've been talking a bit about LSU and Duke. And there is the steal for Jordan Lee. It is a shorter list. It's getting shorter.
Midway point of quarter number 1. Lee pulls up.
Gotta grab it.
She does. In traffic, scores.
12th per review turnover. Here is Jordan Lee from the corner. They leave Lee wide open for 3. She'll follow up her own shot and hits the jumper.
Now 4 to shoot. Shields in trouble. Harmon gets the block.
Booker, outlet, Lee for 2.
There's Lee, spins, puts it up and in.
From where the Moody Center has been constructed now, was taught by his older sister.
Lee! Rebound by Graves, second chance. From the corner. 3-ball good for Lee.
So too is Cunningham, and it's thrown away. Lee on the steal. Here's Lee in transition, laying it in. That ended the 16-0 run. Harmon out to Lee, her 3 is good. She keeps this pace. Carlton off the steal. Lee, catch, fire, you bet. Booker working behind Oldacre. Lee wide open, you bet. Another chance for Texas. Harmon to the corner, Lee connects. Turnover number 29. Harmon gets it ahead. Lee alone lays it in. Here's Lee, mid-range jumper is good.
McNeese is preseason picked to win the Southland Conference, so a little bit confidence boost, but that's not the long. Gets it out to Harmon. And Lee pulls up for the jumper. Jordan Lee, open 3, got it. Jordan Lee, another 3-pointer.
Got to stay square. You cannot allow them just simple dribble drive to the rim.
Open 3 in the corner.
It's a great sign, but it isn't a boost here this afternoon.
Open look for Lee. Second made 3. After she's able to get 1 of 2. South Dakota State now just 7 of 12 from the free throw line. Here is Lee inside. Good finish for Jordan Lee. Gave it away 13 times in the opening 20. Here's Lee inside. Good cut and finish.
He's a sophomore, and I think a season ago with how successful this Jackrabbit team was, made it difficult. And she understands. She and Vic Schaefer have been together for a long time now at Texas.
The offensive board by Texas. Harmon Jordan Lee got it. Ashton Judd now in there for the first time for Texas. Another turnover force. Longhorns with numbers. Lee keeps it herself. Preston keeps it. Lee with a good look from outside.
That's probably the worst place you can pick the ball up against this Texas defense is outside the three-point line because there you're going to be denied.
Some brutal stretches of conference play, but looking to finish up. LSU, OU, our rival Texas A&M coming to town as well. Jordan Lee.
Booker, extra pass, Lee. That goes down the other way. Lee. The first. Dan and Dow, you mentioned the second leading scorer for Mizzou this year, 16.5 per game. Lee on the pull-up, gets it to go. Booker. Lee. A double digit. And there's a throwaway by Missouri, number 20 on the turnover list. Lee from the logo. Jordan Lee. She scored 7 straight for the Hornets. You trailed that game by 12 with 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Lee makes it a 16-point, just 2.5 minutes into the game. Lee steps back and connects.
This non-conference season, but the fact that they had such a limited roster in those games.
Jordan Lee.
Right around and got the steal after that.
Off the inbound. Tell you in college basketball sometimes, isn't it?
That was really well done.
Jordan Lee left open. Speaking of mid-range, lost the handle. Harmon the other way. Over to Lee. A different way, and here comes full court zone press. Jordan Lee left wide open as a result. Buries a three. Lee on the wing. Lee, left side of the paint. Forced that one up and in. And a chance for three.
Auburn, let's see how they do with this.
Jordan Lee for three.
Yes. Courtside with us today. Lee gets the takeaway. Another turnover for Richard. For Wiley will come back into the game, and then Jada commits the foul. Preston, the pitch out to Lee for three. Preston will inbound it. Jordan Lee got it from the corner.
Getting Tornabees into the game. Lee able to lay it in.
5-second violation, didn't get the ball in.
Or maybe a handoff? Can Texas respond? Lee through the lane, barrels in, and finishes.
Kick it out to Lee. And Ashton Judd behind the line. Front iron, no. Lee, yes. To the All-American Booker, who finds Jordan Lee along the baseline. National championship. There's a lot of similarities. Oh, a steal by Jordan Lee. 4 quick points. She's playing.
Beg your pardon, that was Alexia DeZecco with her first foul, as you said. Lee twirls in and scores. 11-day layoff between their last game at home against Texas A&M. Lee's wide open, a great find by Harmon. Jordan Lee twisting in and fading away outside. Lee pivoting around and flicks it home.
Lee will fire along two. Her first field goal of the game started 0 for 5. Lee left alone. You bet! 9-point game. Lee with space. Connect! In the corner, Lofton can hit the three. Burrell's trying to track it down. Booker saves it. Flings it ahead. Lee flags it down and lays it in. What a highlight! That's want to get greedy. Lee, little midi, is good.
Making it hard, but Rory's been out of the game for a significant amount of time.
Lee connects.
Booker's on her way. With the bounce, Jordan Lee. The game to come to her to start tonight. It's been the Justice Carlton show. Here's Jordan Lee, Euro. High off the glass. Now outside to Boone, who hit that early three. In the mid-range, not there this time. Booker skies for the rebound. Ahead to Lee. That's a three. Turnaround by Cunningham. Jordan Lee, the three.
For Carlton. And then Harmon leaves the jumper short. Kick out. Trey on the way is Trey.
Not against the Commodores. They're going to fight to get back into it.
Not a great decision there by Galvin. Booker takes it away. Lee wants her second three and connects.
Forcing her will on this Longhorn team. giving it to them in all kinds of ways, as you see her do it well right there.
Still plenty of time left, but by the way, if you didn't think Vanderbilt's for real,
Players right now, Janiyah Barker with a made bucket on the other end, her first points, and then answering back. Taken away by Sidbury, left-hand finish, no, but right there. Robertson and the Lady Vols grab the lead back temporarily, and then showing the heart and hustle that coaches want to see with less than 5 on the shot clock, spinning in the lane.
Let her go with that.
See what Texas has done from beyond the arc, and they're going to try another 3 to keep paying this one off. Harmon with a nice catch. Shot clock in single digits. Lee will bury. Oldacre has to get this ball up quickly with the shot clock winding down. Instead, it's going to be Lee. She'll shoot another 3, and the trays are.
We can get a win, and they hadn't been able to.
Getting another chance, but these young players he has are really impressive.
Three-pointer, Jordan Lee. Texas up 9-6 early, facing the zone. Lee, another three-pointer. Threw it as Wadozie was making her move. Three-pointer, Jordan Lee. 3 of 5 herself from three-point range, and Sam Purcell has to call another timeout.
Turnovers right now. 12 of them already in the game for Mississippi State, and just transition defense.
He said, that's my challenge with this team. Jordan Lee.
Unbelievable as a player over her college career, run the Ray Trophy, and I think she's salty to this day that she came off the bench.
And they have just forced their 4th turnover already in 6 minutes. 5 on the shot clock for Texas. Lee off the cross. Step back. Pull up is good. Carlton was able to jump out and bother on the shot. Lee with the push. She'll pull up and hit. And shot. Judd finds Lee on the run. Nice step through.
Good denial defense by Texas. Forces the turnover. And the first bucket of the game, Jordan Lee. Final game of the regular season for both. 3 is on the way, and it is good. Here's Carlton. Shot clock down to 2. Lee for 3. Buries it.
You see Alabama's going to change up their defense. So off a miss, 0.9 on the shot clock on the inbound. Collins tried to get it to Timmons, but taken away by Rory Harmon. Up ahead, finds Jordan Lee. When you listen to her talk about how she approaches the game, she says she just wants to give. Well, there's no one more ideal than Madison Booker, and then having a strong post-game player and motivating my team to play hard. He said, I think I'll carry that over in the medical field, wanting to motivate the patients to get better. Lee gets it to bounce in. And the 3 teams that have already locked in a spot for the semifinals.
A long swoon in the middle of the season. Good cut from Lee, who lays it in. Here, someone's going to be very happy. Lattimore has those skills. Lee gets it to drop in. Bouncing in, Oldacre draws 2. Booker extra feed. Lee connects. McMahon lost it off the foot of Booker. Dives for it. Booker has it. Ahead to Lee. Will lay it in. Booker finds Lee. 4 to shoot. Lee fading and hitting. Lee, 7 to shoot. Harmon gives it back to Lee. Her 3 is good. Preston, super speedy point guard. Lee in the corner. Connects. All right, thank you, Dave. Here's Lee. Little mid-range. Is good. Lee, the crossover, the attack. Lays it in. Plus the foul. Jordan Lee flexing. 11-point Texas lead. Lee a 3. Is good. Harmon finds the cutter. Lee, 2 more. The Texas Longhorns are champions of the SEC.
Faith Lee takes the handoff. She'll pull up and pop. Had a good look. Rebound comes out high. Texas with it. They want to run. In transition, Lee on the other end. Jordan Lee with the basket.
That's some good stuff for a kid that's only 5'9".
Lee wriggling inside for two. Oldacre with another stop. Quick dish there from Preston. Some fancy passing.
The key for Missouri State will be the next step of growth is to have a regular season where they come in like a 12 seed.
All of 5'6". She gets 6 assists per game. What a quick push on the other end. And a whistle, too.
Boy, she can really get out and fly on those wings as a shooter. Puts pressure on the rim. You got to come out and take away that three ball. And when you do, she can explode, get to the rim, finish. She said Molly Miller, the coach at Arizona State, who got knocked out last night in the tournament. Molly Miller was the coach at Drury, another school there in Springfield, Missouri.
Judd with a kick out. Lee's had a hot hand in this one for Texas. And that'll continue.
62 made threes on the year, now 63.
Lee trying to get a shot. Got a tough shot with a great start and taken away by Sidbury. They've got numbers. Lee will lay it in. Here's Lee. Got that one. That's how you do that. Out of the corner. The jumper won't go for Jacobs. On the run. Lee beats everybody.
Iowa State will love her game. Had 37 in a losing effort.
Lee steps back. Yes, that'll rattle in. Trying to go to 33-3. Lee again, mid-range, and it spins in.
Talking about 35 in black.
Lee open for the triple, buries it. Carlton, back to Lee. The sophomore Lee spinning, then gets the roll.
Down on one end, so put on the Jets for the rim run.
Morgan couldn't finish. Again, Armin, Lee, another two in transition. Now Schrack will try. No. Booker couldn't grab it. Harmon does. Look at this. Again, Lee running out and laying it in. 16-0 run in the second and 18-0 run in the third to separate from Louisville. Harmon knocks it away. Another turnover. Lee leaking out again.
It certainly has it today.
And Texas has been able to keep Madison Booker on the bench for a while as Lee sticks it. Able to rip it away and control it for Texas. Crump the bounce. Lee the weight and the lay. Lee a three. You bet. Booker comes up with it. Booker tosses ahead. Lee will lay it in. Olsen dives in, can't finish. Lee the rebound. Pushing for Texas. Lee, what speed from Jordan Lee. Lee will fire and hit. Backdoor Lee finally on the board. 21 turnovers for UCLA. Lee, they need it. They've got it. Held up by Rice. Lee into the paint, twisting and banking.